Welcome to the He's Got Issues Marvel Comics Edition number 35. I'm John Cooney here to preview new Marvel Comics being released October 30th, 2013, beginning alphabetically with Avengers number 22, Infinity Tie-In, Avengers Universe 5. The Avengers return to our solar system, the battle for Earth starts in the heavens, the Black Order makes their move. Next we've got Avengers A.I. number 5. What does the newest member of the Avengers A.I. have to do with Demetrius? Learn the mind-bending origin of Alexis. Will Vision bend to the will of S.H.I.E.L.D.? We've also got Captain America Living Legend number 2 of 4. As the Russian army mobilizes to lock down a crash site in the remote Siberian wastes, Captain America's mission is to find the survivors and bring them back alive, or silence them forever. Impossible odds in hostile territory are all in a day's work for a super soldier like Steve Rogers, but even he is unprepared for the horror that awaits them all in the icy wilderness, because something has survived, something alien, and it's awake. We've also got Cataclysm 0.1 with the solicit classified. We've also got Deadpool kills Deadpool number 4 of 4. Dude, serious, it ends here. Next we've got Guardians of the Galaxy number 8, Infinity Tie-In. What will it take for Peter Quill to betray the entire Marvel Universe? And if you don't know Eisner Award-winning artist Francesco Francavilla yet, you will after this comic. We've also got Infinity number 5 of 6, The Avengers Universe. The heroes of the Earth rally to defeat Thanos. The war for the Earth begins. Next we've got Kick-Ass 3, number 4 of 8, Dissension in the Ranks. Kick-Ass has had it up to here with the newest and laziest members of Justice Forever, but when he finally takes a stand, will the rest of the team back him up? Also, the supervillain formerly known as Red Mist faces an education from his most terrifying crime boss and the Genovese family. Next we've got Punisher, The Trial of the Punisher number 2 of 2. The Punisher faces justice for his crimes. Prosecution witness, Matt Murdock. Why did the Punisher murder a district attorney? We've also got Scarlet Spider number 23, Into the Grave part 2 of 3. Kane's life is being ripped apart piece by piece. His body broken, his soul is next. Enter the Hunter. Next we have Superior Spider-Man number 20. From the fallout of Necessary Evil comes new beginnings and new twists that will be felt in the pages of Spider-Man for years to come. Superior Spider-Man number 20 is where it all starts. Do not miss this one. It's the very first adventure of the Superior Spider-Man and the Black Cat. Felicia Hardy always cared for the spider more than the man, but what happens when that man is Otto Octavius? Plus, a day Otto has been waiting for is finally here. Is the world ready for Dr. Peter Parker and what he plans to do next? We've also got Superior Spider-Man Team-Up Special number 1, part 3 of The Arms of the Octopus. Who is in league with Doc Ock and the Abomination, and how can our heroes defeat them? Can the Superior Spider-Man, who we all know is the mind of Otto Octavius and the body of Spider-Man, hold on to his sanity while facing his doppelganger? Next we have Thor the Crown of Fools number 1. Join Thor, Sif, the Warriors 3, and even that sneaky trickster Loki on an all-new, all-Asgardian adventure. What deep-buried secret will the Crown of Fools reveal about Thor's allies? And can the God of Thunder resist his own temptations to free his friends? Plus, also reprinting the first appearance of Malekith the Accursed. Next we have Ultimate Comics X-Men number 33. World War X concludes World War X's unbelievable conclusion. Kitty Pryde takes extraordinary steps, shocks the planet. In the aftermath, who remains to pick up the pieces? We've also got Uncanny X-Force number 13, Spotlight on Spiral. With the rest of the Uncanny X-Force and Madripoor, Spiral has devoted herself to finding the new mutant Ginny. But as the cult Ginny belongs to more than meets the eye, even 6 arms might not be enough to juggle all this trouble. And we've got X-Men Battle of the Atom number 2 of 2, X-Men Battle of the Atom part 10. The biggest battle in X-Men history will melt your face off. All the X-Men find their footing in the world much changed. The X-Men event of 2013 concludes and sets up the major X-Men stories for 2014. Out in trades this week, we've got Cable and X-Force Volume 2, Dead or Alive trade paperback. The most explosive new book of Marvel Now begins its second Smash storyline. Cable's outlaw team loses a member as Colossus goes to jail, but the armored giant doesn't fare well in the big house. Meanwhile, Cable comes face to face with his father, the fallen revolutionary known as Cyclops. And when Cable and his X-Force rocket into space to face down an alien armada, will they be forced to clash with the Uncanny Avengers, who are still in hot pursuit? Plus, Hope goes on the run, determined to help Cable whether he wants it or not. But the Uncanny Avengers have been keeping tabs on Hope as well, and they're not about to let her get tangled up with Cable's band of fugitives, collecting Cable and X-Force number 6 through 9. Next we have Inhumans by Right of Birth trade paperback. Witness the secret tragedies of Marvel's most secretive society, the Inhumans. Hidden from the eyes of the ancient Inhuman leaders, Queen Medusa gives secret birth to King Black Bolt's son, Ahura. But will the newborn heir apparent be a blessing or a curse? Then experience the revolt of the Inhumans' genetically bred servitors, the Alpha Primitives, and the creation of the godlike Tricon in this untold story that led to the Fantastic Four's discovery of the Inhuman race. How was Medusa lost to the world of man? And how did Black Bolt's insane brother Maximus the Mad usurp the throne? If you've read the Inhumans classic Silver Age debut, you only know half the story. Guest starring Quicksilver and the Fantastic Four, collecting Marvel graphic novel The Inhumans and Inhumans The Untold Saga. We've also got Marvel Universe Thor Digest trade paperback. The Executioner, Asgard's most merciless warrior, is one of Thor's deadliest foes, but perhaps their strangest battle took place on a pirate ship? When Thor is called home, Nova, the human rocket, hitches a ride, only to find Asgard in danger with an imposter on the throne. When Thor and Valkyrie plunge into the Asgardian underworld on a dreadful mission, why do they bring Nova along? Odin decides to switch his son's weapons to see whether Loki is worthy of Thor's hammer. All this in Thor's classic Silver Age debut, collecting Marvel Adventure Superheroes number 6, 8, and 13, and material for Marvel Adventure Superheroes number 19, and Journey into Mystery number 83. Next we have Scarlet Spider Volume 3, The Big Leagues trade paperback. The Scarlet Spider takes on Wolverine. Kano is a fatal favor to the Assassin's Guild and they want Logan, but as 1,000 assassins descend upon both men, learn what even the world's greatest killers fear. Who is the Red Death? Then, because you demanded it, the superior SpiderMan versus the Scarlet Spider. Kane travels to New York to check on Peter's behavior, not realizing Doc Ock has taken over Peter's life. But Ock knows who Kane is, since he once killed Dr. Octopus. Can Spider-Man and Kane put aside their differences to deal with the Jackal? Plus, in the wake of the superior Spider-Man's dubious public actions, the world fears the spiders. And when terrorists attack one of Houston's most famous landmarks, Kane's ready to put that fear to use. Collecting Scarlet Spider number 16 through 20 and Superior Spider-Man Team-Up number 2. We've also got Thor Vs Thanos trade paperback. It's the God of Thunder versus the Mad Titan, and the stakes are higher than ever as writer Dan Jurgens introduces perilous new threats to both Asgard and Earth. Thanos has gathered artifacts that threaten Earth's very existence, and he's got the all-powerful Mangog on his side. For all his godly strength, can even Thor prevail against the might of two such powerful cosmic figures? Plus, Thor, Odin, and the Scarlet Witch battle Enact the Enchanter in another dimension, while Loki gets up to more of his usual mischief. It's hammer-tossing thunderous action just the way you like it, collecting Thor 18 to 25 and Annual 2000. We've also got Ultimate Comics, the Ultimates Disassembled trade paperback. The search for the Infinity Gems brings disaster to the Triskelions' doorstep, and the hunt for the Final Stone puts the life of an Ultimate at risk. And as a new dark force overtakes the world, does that mean the end of the Ultimates? Reed Richards gets his first glimpse of the true motivations behind Ultimate Kang's schemes and learns that for the world to live, an Ultimate must die. And he's really not happy about that. As Quicksilver races to the clock for his very life, Ultimate Kang's true identity is revealed, but the ramifications of that reveal and what it means for the wielder of the Infinity Gauntlet leaves the Ultimate Universe with just one slim hope for survival, collecting Ultimate Comics Ultimates number 25 through 30. And we've got Wolverine and the X-Men by Jason Aaron, Volume 7 trade paperback. The Hellfire Saga begins as students at the Jean Grey School go missing. And as a furious Wolverine and Rachel Summers intensify their search, the most villainous school you've ever seen has its grand opening. With teachers like Mystique, Sauron, Mojo, Wendigo, and Master Pandemonium, there's no limit to the terrible things the kidnapped students can learn. Can Wolverine and the X-Men find them before they turn into villains? Wolverine corrals the Bamfs into his plan, and the X-Men discover that Krakoa, the island that walks like a man, can fight like one too. And the landscape of the Jean Grey School is redefined when Wolverine and the X-Men face Mystique, Sabretooth, and the Hellfire. Welcome to the Hellfire Academy, where there's little chance you'll survive the experience. Collecting Wolverine and the X-Men number 30 to 35. Okay, so that's it for Marvel this week, but there's still plenty of other books out as well, so be sure to check out my YouTube channel at he'sgotissues.com to see both the DC and Indies videos for this week, as well as my featured video with the usual roundup of all my favorites for the week, with a little more depth and insight than you get here. And if you like these videos, be sure to let me know by leaving a comment and subscribing. You can also follow He's Got Issues on Facebook, Twitter, Pinterest, and Tumblr to see everything I'm reading as I read it. So until next week, I'm John Cooney, and I've got issues.